Hello, hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is me, Slavik. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective. Let's do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the universe have for you today. Let's take a look. Messages for you. What messages the universe have for you today? Messages for your first message. Sovilo. It's about success. It's about when you achieve your goals. It's about honor. It's about healing. It's about health. It's about time when power will be available to you for positive changes in your life. It also signifies victory, health, and success. So, Vilo, it's about success. That's exactly what Rune's talking about. Now, let's take a look. What success are the runes want to deliver to you? Success in what? Success in regards to what situation? Success, victory. This is already predetermined, okay? But let's take a look. What success and what goal achievement is coming towards you this year? Sooner than you expected. Sooner than you expected. So in what area of your life are you going to achieve success? The card of masculine and the card of miscarriages. Some sort of man. You're winning against some sort of man. There's a card of red. A very negative man. And of course, this is also could be a family. Family where the masculine here is once again signifies as a red. It's a family that is a bottom feeders, negative, corrupt, selfish, self-centered, manipulative, abusive, but it's to do with some sort of masculine. I feel like he's not alone. There is a wife with him. There is a woman with him. It's a family, male and his family that has been targeting you. This male could be your ex-boyfriend. For some of you will resonate. But I do see that there is a man that is attempting or trying to win, trying to succeed, and yet this is the card of miscarriages. Nothing. It's broken. It's not working out for this man. I will take a look exactly who this man is and what is he trying to succeed. But I don't see no success for him. I see nothing but failure. This man is destined to fail against you. And I also see a family here. A family of reds. A male and his family. Maybe his wife. Maybe his friends. Or maybe his whole entire family of this man's family is after you, targeting you, right? They're not happy for some reason. They're not happy. Of course, why would rats ever be happy? They're never happy. They're never happy when somebody's happy. And I feel like you achieve your happiness. Let's take a look. How life going for you right now? Like, how do you feel, right? I do see that there is some sort of negative man. And who is a rat, who is a backstabber, who is a liar, who is a manipulator, thief, corrupt, abusive, narcissistic, antagonist, and his family. But let's take a look how things are going for you right now. While you're already aware that this situation is happening, how are you feeling? What's happening in your life? What's happening in your life? Balance. Hierophant, you're balanced. It's about intelligence. It's about stability. You're a wise man here. Or a wise woman. You are connected to the higher spiritual realm. You're very wise. Hierophant is a card of wisdom. Divine wisdom. Wisdom that you cannot buy for money. This is who you become. You're wise. You're making right decisions. Everything's balanced. Also divine protection here. What else is happening in your life? Exactly. Six of Pentacles. You're looking forward towards settlement. You're looking forward to this final victory. And that's exactly what's going to happen. You're winning. You're winning. You may not necessarily have the documents or a paperwork that you're succeeding. but you know that you're succeeding because there's no arguments against you. Like I said, this male here, the macho, he's kind of like a psychopath, immoral player, sociopathic male here that targeted you and his rat ass family that relentlessly try to prevent your success, prevent that you achieve your goal. But I see that you already know that you know that everything in your life is leading towards that victory. This is most likely will be a compensation and settlement. And of course, as a result, this family of rats, including this man over here, they have no choice but to walk away. And they're leaving. You know that they're leaving. They will be forced to walk away, acknowledging their defeat because they're defeated. Your wisdom defeated those rats because I see there's a bunch of rats here targeting you. So you're happy. In regards of your energy, you're doing well. You're doing more than well, right? It's all about stability. It's about compensation. You're happy. No matter what's happening, you're still happy. So this is your mindset and your optimistic you, because you're a very optimistic person. You're a very happy person. You're not gonna allow some rats to make you sad or disappointed. That's not your personality. That's not who you are. You're very intelligent. You're very intelligent. But I do see this man over here, this couple, some sort of couple here. Five of Pentacles, losing money, crippled. I don't even understand why is this man over here that is trying to harm you, trying to win with his rat family. Why is this person still does not leaving your surrounding? Is these people your enemies, in particularly there's some sort of male here? Don't he understands that you're too smart? That's my question. Because I see you're very smart. You're gonna celebrate here. You're gonna get money. Most likely a lot of money within 6 months, 3 to 6 months. Okay, in the next 6 months. Everything gonna go in your favor. And law is involved here too. It's a legal disputes. It's about settlement. Settlement. So let's analyze who is this red ass family here that cannot accept the fact that you're the winner. You're the winner here, okay? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. These are losers right here. So who is this male here? Who is this male? And why exactly is this male over here? Does not leave you alone with his red ass family. Who is this male here? No matter what he's doing, is not working. It's not working. Who is this male and what did this male wanted to achieve? What is this male wanted to achieve? Nine of Pentacles. What is this male wanted? Wanted financial stability. Wanted to have a good life. Great life, of course. Wanted to have a beautiful life upon your expense. There he is, a fire sign masculine. He could be actually a fire sign. He doesn't have to be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Overly ambitious. Very energetic. Okay, like a firecracker. Because that's his signification. Okay, a firecracker. That at one point thought that he's gonna have a wonderful life at your expense, at your suffering. That's what he wanted. He thought about it, right? He thought I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it all. Nine of Pentacles, right? That he's gonna have a successful, beautiful life upon your suffering. Now his characteristic. What are his characteristic? Well, first of all, he is very action orientated. He very rarely thinks. He often acts upon his impulses. First, he does something silly, and then he may think about his action or he may not. And often this fiery personality, this fiery energy, is his greatest mistake because he never thinks thoroughly about the consequences of his own actions. And that's too much ego, right? Ego, fire. It's about ego. I am the best. I am smartest. I am the greatest. I can win. I can do this, right? But higher power stand up with you. They stand with you because you are a victim of this male. You were a victim of his abuse. And there's also his family, his corrupt family. Same. So, what else about this individual? Who else? Clarify the card of family and rats. Doors shut. The higher power closed the door for these enemies to enter your life. What does it mean when the doors are shut? It pretty much means that the rats, whoever that rat ass family is, right? They no longer can enter. You place locks here, right? You protecting your energy, you guarding yourself. You protecting and guarding your energy from this family, these people, to have any access to you. They trying to, right? Initially, they thought that your door will always be open, that you will welcome this player, this male, into your life. At any time he wants to come, right? He thought that the door will be open, that you're going to be like this little puppy waiting for him, always welcoming with open arms. But you said, no, I'm going to shut my door. That's exactly what you did. In the past years, and particularly more recent than ever, you really worked on your energy and your surroundings. You cleanse your energy. You most likely lose ties with a lot of people because you knew that there's a lot of rats. There's this devilry taking place around you. So you came to the conclusion that there's only very little few people you can trust, right? That's the card of Hierophant in you. This is the card of this internal knowledge and intuition that, okay, I'm going to trust this person. I'm going to communicate with this person, and I'm going to cut these people off because you can no longer afford holes where the rats could come through. So door shuts. I see that the door is shut for this so-called corrupt rat ass family, meaning that they cannot get to you. There's nothing they can do to you at all. They have no information about you. Even if they think they know something about you, evidently they do not. They do not. They don't have enough resources, nor power, nor energy for that matter, to get to you. In other words, your energy is cleared from this rat male. Maybe this male has been playing with you for a long time, tried to manipulate you, but you figured him out immediately. You knew exactly who this person is, and you cut him off completely because you shut the door here. And that's exactly what I see, which was very smart of you. Was a very smart decision. Very smart. Rats, liars, abusers, backstabbers should never be trusted. If somebody backstab you once and were never there for you, don't take them back. Don't take them back. They backstab you once, they'll do it again. So that is the smart. Clarify the card of family. What do my collective needs to know in regards of this family? So that's a very good message. Rats cannot get to you. Who is this family? What is this family is about? Family. Yeah, of course. There's an empress with him. There's his wife. See, empress, a woman. A woman that is clearly ruling the situation with this man, right? He's underneath her. He's underneath her, right? She's an empress. He's just a king of fire. Which means what? Means that she's the one that ruling the situation. Probably was her idea in the first place. This is could be his mother. This could be his boss. This is also could be his wife. This could be the mother of his children or the mother of his stepchildren. But in other words, there's a woman who is the empress, clearly to him the best and number one. Because like attracts like, I do see that they're a rat family. Okay, they're not an honest family. It's like a two pair of a boot. They both worthy of each other. Because clearly, judging by attitude, they're lowlifes. They're criminals. But the woman here is also the one that is contributing to all this harm to you. Like I said, it's a husband and wife, some sort of husband and wife, or boss and employee, or whatever type of relationship, even though it's a family. So I'm assuming marital relationship, husband and wife. And doors is shutting. And once again, This is a clarification of your success and victory. They're not happy with an outcome. I want to let you know right now, because they tried to infest your life and your energy with this red energy, negative people, aggression, conflicts, right? That's what they wanted. Imagine your home being infested with rats. Same thing, this family. Negativity. They wanted to bring forth negativity to your life, to your home, to your job, to your reputation, to your energy. But you didn't let that happen. You didn't let that happen. You cut the psychopaths immediately. Immediately. In other words, you're too smart. The reason why you're winning here is because you're too smart. You're very smart. They're not that smart as they think they are. That's why their blockage is here. Door shut. They cannot do anything about it. Because this is about success and victory. It's about recognition. You literally will bring these people to the higher court. Right? You exposed them. You exposed them. You said, here are the people that harmed me. Here are the criminals you were looking for. It's not me. It's them. It's this family, husband and wife. It's not me. And you will succeed. And there's a lot of people that will cheer you on. You see how many people here are proud of you. There's an angels here. Angels are standing by your side. There will be a big celebration, big party. Because like I said, this couple really thought that you're a nobody. They really thought you were an easy target. And they truly thought that you're too stupid to expose these criminals. Now they're understanding otherwise. I do also see there is no success for them. There's nothing. They're trying to invest. I see kind of like they're trying to invest in something, doing some sort of business, manipulate, but it brings no result. No result. Now the question is, this masculine, what was his intention? What was his intention towards you? What was his intentions? To manipulate you, to throw you some illusions about who he is. In other words, from a get-go, this man most likely enter your life knowing that he has a one intention, and that intent was to manipulate you, to lie to you, and or to set you up. So right off the bat, this man never had pure intentions. Never. He's a manipulator, right? He's a liar. He wanted something from you. I mean, at best, he wanted either your money. At worst, he simply wanted to use you as a scapegoat. There was some sort of plan going on between this pair, this man and a woman. Okay? Some sort of plan they had. And that plan was to do with manipulations. Oh, yeah, Queen of Swords. Again, Queen of Swords, see? This woman, woman comes up. Very aggressive, very analytical. Okay, I'm not saying she's stupid. She's at the end of the day very clever, right? She's very clever. She's very intelligent. She's very observant. She planned this. That was most likely was her idea to do this to you. And she most likely the one that influenced this male because he's shallow. In other words, she knew how to manipulate this man, to manipulate you. And maybe perhaps he did succeeded. But I do see this was the woman's idea, woman's plan, saying, hey, why don't we use you as a scapegoat, either make money on you, steal money from you, set you up, whatever reason, right? But what is this masculine really wanted to manipulate you? What was his biggest lie? How did he manipulated you? That's my next question. I know that the woman is a mastermind behind it all. mastermind. She still manipulates him because she's hiding in the back, right? She's hiding in the back. He came first. So in other words, he's the first source to harm you. She's behind as a mastermind, Muppet, right? But my question is, what did the masculine wanted to manipulate you in regards? What did he wanted to manipulate you in regards? Again, the card of deceitfulness. Very disorganized. In generally, this person very disorganized, have absolutely no organizational skills. And once again, as I already described his personality, he's too energetic. If he were actually slowed down for a second and thought about his actions, he would have not been in a position he is today. Right? But there's deceitfulness. Deceitfulness in regards of what? Conflicts. Conflicts, right? He said, you're too stupid, you're too naive. Maybe he was facing some sort of conflicts, personal, conflicts, tensions, competition, some sort of competition was going on, right? He's just foolish. Somehow he caused conflict. It's because of him. There was a conflict in your life, right? A lot of tension. And once again, this is the card of naive. Naive, indecisions, unwise. Unwise was stupidity. A straight up stupidity. These family stupidity, and particularly this masculine stupidity, brought his own downfall. But it meant to be from a get-go. You just a bystander here. You were like a third party, I feel like it, that was dragged into this stupid conflict that this stupid man created himself for himself. You were dragged into it. Against your will, right? You understand what I mean? So somehow there was some sort of stupid conflict that this manipulative psychopath created due to his own naive and stupid and unwise decisions. And then this woman over here, oh, I have an idea. Why don't we use you to be blamed for everything? These people are foolish. Yeah, see, if this is your ex, he was never loyal to you. Excessive pleasure, disloyalty, rejection, betrayal. He's a traitor. And you might have had feelings towards him at one point. You might have trusted him. But he just, like unwise manipulator sits back and says, somebody else will take care of my problems, right? He didn't want to take care for his own problems. He wanted you to take care of your own problem. Now, the other woman, she's not dumb, but she's not smarter than you. You're smarter here. She's not stupid, but you're still smarter. She once again decided, because she had her own intention, right? She had her own intention towards this male. So it's kind of like, to me, giving me this feeling of friends with benefits type of situation that turned into a family relationship. And you were as a third party somehow. Completely by odds. You got blamed for their own problems. It's like a bunch of problems were piled on you. Bunch of problems. But I do see, once again, you recovered from this situation. You were in Ten of Swords. It was difficult for you. You were destroyed. You were in ruin. Pieces by pieces, you put yourself together after meeting and having a relationship with this man, whether intimate relationship, business relationship, or even family relationship, right? It's a general reading, so to each their own, but there is some sort of relationship that you had with this man. Yeah, they set you up. That's really what it is. Two lovers set you up and use you simply as antagonist and a narcissist, as a scapegoat. They blamed you for everything. They did everything either in your name, but you were set up here. So of course it was difficult for you after being in contact with this male to put yourself piece by piece, but you did it. You did it. You got yourself out of this ruin, of this defeat. And you said to yourself, I'm not defeated. I will win. And that's exactly what this is all about. It's about your victory. It's about when the universe, when God Himself has a final say in your situation. And He's so willing, God that is, to say you are the winner in this situation. These two are the losers. And they will bear the punishment for using you as a scapegoat, for abusing you, for piling up everything on you. Right? So I do see you recovered. You went through some sort of very, it's kind of like rebirth. Even your life improved. After this damage that these men have brought into your life, either you start making more money. I see your lifestyle improved. You changed. They hope that you will remain in this situation like this forever, right? They wanted, this is what they wanted for you, right? This is what they wanted for you, that you would remain in this Ten of Swords, that you would be vulnerable, that you would continuously making foolish, stupid mistakes, which once again will prove their innocent scam. But you said, no, I'm not going to stay in the ruin. I'm not going to be hopeless. And that's when your life reversed. This is when you become wiser. This is a divine wisdom. You gain divine wisdom. You become even more kinder as a person and a human being. Kinder, most of all, to yourself. Because you have to be kind to yourself. You put yourself first. Remember, this man is a narcissist. He's a manipulator. He's a manipulator. He's a cheater. He's a liar. He's a criminal. He's an abuser. And he always had this other woman beside him. And they simply found you and abused you. Right? Never again will this happen. Never again in your life. You're too smart. You're too smart to even be around narcissists. You're too smart to fall for this abusive, psychopathic manipulations. That's not you. You're different. You're reborn because you died. All of these 10 swords went into your back. Maybe there was 10 allegations against you. 10 times something was alleged here. You were facing 10 years of imprisonment at least of what this psychopathic couple of rats have planned for you. That's what they were hoping for. 10 years of suffering. 10 charges, criminal charges, something like that. They never thought you'll get up. Ever. Ever. Because the sick, like man is a dumb, but a woman here hoped because she wanted, I will take a look what she wanted, but I have a feeling like she wanted to feed her insecure ego. She may be smart, but she may be ugly. Ugly inside and out. And besides her so-called manipulative technique, she has nothing to offer to this world. So from this woman, I sense jealousy towards you, kind of like a competition. You mobilize very quickly. You either went into spirituality, like start seeking spiritual teaching. Could represent anything, like even tarot. That's also spiritual practices, right? Meditate, actually pray, use prayers, devotion. Any form of spirituality. You dive into it because that was your only hope. That was your only hope. You had nothing. Everything was destroyed by this sick player idiot who is a deceitful, immature psychopath, and this jealous, envious woman over here with him. Right? God is your net because you put your trust in God. It is God Himself that will lead you towards this victory. God Himself. So you should be very proud of that. You should be very proud of that. These rats, on another hand, they should be ashamed of themselves. And they will be ashamed of themselves. I guarantee you that. Let's take a look what this smart-ass so-called Empress, because she's number one, right? She's definitely the one that controls this whole situation. That's without doubt. Status, right? She in her opinion, she's privileged, or she has a status, or she thinks that she has a status of the wife or the boss or whatever, or like a running head of this whole scheme. But I want to take a look, what is this woman actually wanted? What did this woman wanted? Because this is would have not happened without her involvement. So what did she wanted, truly? The fact that this pair thought of you, yeah, witchcraft. Witchcraft. She was participating in witchcraft. There was a spell done. She was doing spell. Witchcraft, okay? A witch. She's like, well, if I cannot get something the way I wanted it to be, I can always do some witchcraft. So yeah, she did some sort of witchcraft. And most likely passed the gift through a man to you. There's something that was passed to you. It doesn't have to be, will not resonate for all of you, but I feel she did some sort of witchcraft. She did some sort of witchcraft. She did. And she's regular for this witchcraft. She may hide this because, once again, she's not stupid. She does not want anybody to know that she's participating in witchcraft. She could have paid a master to do something on you, right? But some sort of witchcraft was done. Some sort of witchcraft. She likes that type of stuff, right? What else about this woman? Theater, yeah, theater. Dreams, heart song. You might have had a dream about that. You might have been notified in your dream that she was doing witchcraft, or you could have had a dream about her and him together, and it was very unsettling, because often when somebody's doing witchcraft on you, your guides always let you know. There's always going to be a sign, and depending on the level of your intuition, you will immediately mobilize yourself, and of course you can ricochet back the witchcraft back to the sender. That's how it works, right? Whatever she sent you away, kabam, you can reverse it and send it back to the sender. It's a very easily done, could be done through a single plain candle. It doesn't really take much, just your intentions. It's not that complicated. But I do see that your intuition was on point. You knew that this woman, this woman could have been the mother of this masculine children too, like an ex-wife. In other words, it's a manipulative player and his family. Ex-wives are also family if there is a joint child together, right? If you have a child with somebody, you are a family forever through a child. You understand? So yeah, she did a witchcraft, but you mobilized, you had signs. You had signs, you had feelings, your intuition was on point. And that's, once again, you mobilize yourself very quickly. You immediately find out what was done against you, when, how. And every time this woman trying to do any witchcraft on you, you immediately know that. And you send it back. It doesn't even reach you. By this time, it doesn't even reach you. You're so protected that everything she does against you, she actually does it to herself. Because some of you have such a powerful protection that it doesn't even reach you at all in any way, shape, or form. So you had intuition about that. You knew something wasn't right. Yeah, so she was doing witchcraft. She was doing hexes, curses, negativity, right? This was her intention. This was her intention, once again, to make you look like a clown. That's what she wants. She wants to humiliate you. Once again, appearances. To hide your appearances. To take away your reputation. This is definitely a jealous woman of this dumb man here. That is the root cause of your problems. That's what she wanted. She wanted to make you look like a clown. She wanted to shame you, humiliate you. Your appearances, meaning that she's ugly inside and out. So she wanted this for you, and she did something on your appearances. She could have done witchcraft on your appearances because she was comparing herself to you. And she could have not bear the fact that she will never be you. You understand? Yeah. But I see you get rid of it. You took care of that aspect. Now she could be ugly. Now she looks like a clown, right? What else she wanted? What else? She wanted some sort of maybe proposal or commitment. Asking out, taking things to the next level, right? She might have wanted to take this relationship with this manipulator cheat to the next level, right? She's like, oh, he's going to change for me. Really? Maybe if you do witchcraft on this poor, unwise man, sure, he'll never leave you. But there is no ritual that forces love. And she lives with that. She lives with that. This is her karma, right? Artificially attract. What do I mean by artificially attracting love or commitment? Either through witchcraft or through lies. Is that a happy life? It's a pathetic life. No one would want to live in that type of life. Not you, not me either. Because we want to live in a real life, when there's a real love and real feelings. Not feelings attracted through witchcraft, through spells, through defamation, through slander, through gossip. It's pathetic. So this woman truly isn't happy. She's not happy. And on top of that, she is facing karma for witchcraft and everything she did to you. So I see she wanted commitment from this man. She no longer wanted to be a third party or wanted you to be a third party. She didn't wanted him to be with you or around you. And to be frank with you, you probably would not even be with this man. You probably would have figured his bullshit out immediately, and you did. That's why you hit the road. If you wanted him, you would have had him. I'll repeat. If you wanted him, you would have had him. You didn't wanted him. You didn't. He wasn't the one. But for her, she wanted proposal. She wanted marriage. She wanted marriage. She wanted this relationship with this man to turn into, once again, this family. And as I mentioned, whether this family happy or not, clearly not happy. How could this family be happy or happily in love if there's so much lies and deception and fraud, and on top of that criminal charges, as I can see already, will be taken to court? What kind of happiness did you achieve, really? This obsession was this manipulator who given you false promises and illusions, and she didn't want this anymore. She waited. She could have waited for him for a long time. She could have waited for him. But when you came along, that's it. That's where the witchcraft started. This is where turning you into a clown began. This is where gossiping began. This is where the witchcraft began. This whole theater shit show. It's a woman here that was obsessed with this manipulator. Because she wanted marriage. And she got it. She got it. Now, whether they're happy or not, that's another story. Because last time I checked, you cannot build happiness upon somebody else's unhappiness. You can't. So don't even dream about it. A witchcraft eventually will wear out. So yeah, she did something here. She wanted to separate you so you, under any circumstances, would have been in the position of the Empress, because she wanted to be that number one mother, number one woman, number one wife, number one girlfriend. And she influenced him. See, influence. She influenced other people, others involved, third parties, intervention, manipulations. That's how she was able to do this. She influenced and involved everybody. Everybody. Most likely through tears. Because I kind of feel she has tendency to be emotional. It's all manipulative technique. She's very manipulative. In other words, she says she was crying. Oh no. Right? Emotions. She influenced third parties. She influenced everybody. Cry me a wolf. How bad you are. How terrible you are. But deep down, she wanted you out. Out. See, jealousy. Jealous. Rumor. She spread some sort of rumor because she was bitter. She was bitter, this baby mama over here. Or whatever, or a wife or an ex-wife of this masculine. She was jealous of you. Yeah, so she was talking behind your back. She's being very envious. Pity, see, pity me. Poor me. I'm not number one. She was jealous of you. And she still is jealous of you, by the way. So in other words, I see that they're both done. Both of them done. I don't care how jealous you are. If you are sick, that's exactly what I said. Justice for this jealous sociopath. Justice, legal matters. They will have a court visits. There will be a legal papers signed and served upon this pair. Everybody here is going to court because you have to answer for these sick rumors. You cannot just decide to slander somebody and make somebody looking like a clown, right? Looking like a clown because you're jealous. So 100% this sick woman here who proclaimed herself number one, wanted proposal, or did not wanted you to be married to this manipulator, whom you knew immediately does not even know the word of loyalty. And he's really a fool because he believed the rumors about you. Would your true love and your man who's God made for you, would have believed a jealous, sick woman rumors? And she even involved third parties. She even involved other people here. Those two psychopaths. Sounds like ex, this man. Sick, jealous ex. And some other psychopaths with him. Because, see, this is the problem with somebody who is foolish. Fools always think that they can manipulate every woman. And then they ended up finding the most craziest woman who ended up destroying their whole entire life. So this woman over here is this man's karma. You were his blessing. This woman is his karma. But he will find out hard way. Because I kind of feel like, there's a term, like a rabbit, jump too high. He jumped too high until he got trapped in his own game. This is exactly what it is. Ironic, but often the case with narcissistic men. So I see there will be justice for rumors. Some sort of rumor was spread about you. Terrible rumor. And a lot of people believed it. See? A lot of people believed this rumor. But this was this jealous woman manipulations, right? They even had some sort of intervention with this man. Leave her. She is this and this, right? Third parties involved. Like I said, the sick woman involved absolutely everyone she could possibly involve because she could have not stand the fact that you could be that empress and not her. So she did anything she could. And yeah, she actually found joy in this rumors. This is like adrenaline rush for her, right? rush of feelings. Like it made her powerful, because at this point there was a competition of status. She wanted that status over you. She wanted to be more powerful than you. It was like like drugs, like a drug. You were her drug. Seeing you in pain or seeing you suffering made her feel good. She got that rush, like adrenaline rush, really. When somebody believed her rumor, like she was, she thought she's a queen, on top of the world. But like I said, she will be sued for that. You will sue her. She will face, yeah, see, immature children, immaturity, childhood, immature. It was childish. This man is like a kid. She's childish. What is this? What is this? What are you, in high school? What is this? What kind of competition is this? Rumors she spread about you. She spread rumors about you to shame you, to humiliate you. She wanted to humiliate you. Yeah, right. So she can feel better about herself, her pathetic life, because that's a pathetic person. That's not a strong person. That's pathetic. Pathetic, jealous, envious. And it truly takes an idiot to believe these rumors. Truly. And here you are. Your ex is one of them. Yeah, I see private relationship. Had private relationship. Privately. As if nobody knows. As if nobody knows who these people are. I think their personality and characteristic is well described. Well described. New beginning, getting played, lies, control, destroyed, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's all going to be destroyed. Let's clarify the card of justice. I do see rumors here. We can also ask the questions, maybe some sort of identification traits of these people, so you kind of know who they are. But like I said, this was all because of this man. Any characteristic identification? Well, I see someone here is average height. Average height. Average build. Like average. Average height, average build. I do see maybe a little muscular. Somebody's trying to build muscle. Beauty mark. And a blonde. Blonde, but brown hair. Sorry, blonde hair but brown eyes. Maybe 40. Blonde. This woman is blonde. This woman most likely is blonde. Blonde, average height. Not too tall. Average. I see blonde but brown eyes. And of course, this some male here is also manipulator here. Same thing, because there's two people they showing me here. Mature. Man is older, maybe mature. Older. With facial hair. Older with facial hair. Has a beard or some sort of facial hair. But the woman most likely is blonde. Blonde, but either brown eyes or hazel eyes. Like 40 years old, maybe 40 plus. Not young. Under 50. 40, but under 50. Plus, minus. Yeah, jealousy. But like I said, you will declare your victory in court. In court, because a lot of damage was done to you. And it was to humiliate you. The jealousy of this woman was so unhealthy, unprecedented, that you truly suffer because of this jealous person. That's a sicko. That's not a normal people. That's not a normal people that targeted you. That's not normal. In a normal human world, this is not normal. This is abnormality. So you will receive victory in court. In other words, you will sue them. Justice will prevail. You will see them going to prison. Everybody here will answer accordingly to what was done. Yeah, see, there was some sort of violation of your human rights. Your rights were violated. That's what I see. That whatever the rumor was spread about you led to the violation of your human rights. And human rights, matter of fact, are guaranteed. They're guaranteed. They're not optional. They're not like your legal rights or enforcement rights. Human rights are guaranteed to you, but by every law. And your rights here violated. Maybe this sick, jealous, lunatic woman called you crazy. Maybe something she forged. I don't know. This pair here is so stupid that honestly they really thought that they can get away with it because they thought nobody's watching you. Nobody is watching them or you. But I see that they're under investigation. They are under investigation. And guess what? They have no means of finding that out. How would they find out? It's classified. It's classified. This is the future. Yeah, see, future. See, spying on your property, sending somebody to look for you, spy in your home, trespass. Don't they understand that these are very serious, indictable criminal charges? Or do you think that once again this sick woman will start crying and some dumb detective will believe her? Not this time. Not this time. I see also a crook cop here. Corrupt cop. Level up, education, work. New moon. I see that your career will increase here. Career, job, money. Your life is just only getting better, really. Your life's getting only better. Despite whatever this people are trying to do to you, I see that your life only is getting better. You're going to start making new money, new job, new career, promotions. Some of you will go to the education, upgrade your education. You, once again, concentrating on yourself. You become what we call a healthy narcissist. And there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So once again, the universe wants to confirm that there will be a legal dispute in regards of the rumors that led to a violation of your human rights, one way or the other, but it did, not without the help of corrupt cop, of course. And you will obtain victory against these people. Now, in regards of this masculine, is there anything about this masculine at all that we need to be concerned about? What about this masculine here that is trying, puffing and huffing? Nothing's happening. He will be also punished. He will be punished, and I see his punishment is on his way. He will be severely punished. Like literally, I see SWATs coming in and dropping him on the ground. Like he will be on the ground. There's a man that will handle him. See, look at him. Man. You see man? Yelling at him. You see? He will cry. These men, they're not meant to be joked around with. Most likely men who are police, like cops, hardcore, like they're big tough boys. That's what they do. They train to yell at you. Military maybe. But he will get his lesson. He will be afraid. He'll never come out the same after these guys are gonna be talked. Do you see? Take a look at this. You see, this is that man over here, hands down. Somebody dropping him down on his knees, holding his hands. And there's another man yelling, do you understand that you're going to jail? Do you understand what I just said, right? So whoever these boys are, well, they're not boys, they're men, tough men, like Marine or Navy or like hardcore special forces, like these guys can kill for a living. You know what I mean? These guys have no fear. They're fearless. They're trained to do that specific job. So he and they're coming. They're coming. They're on the way. They're like they know who this man is. They know where he lives. They know everything. Like, that's the thing about these people that targeted you. They really thought you're stupid, that you're not smart enough. But little do they know that this jealous psychopath will be sued and most likely face jail. And on top of that, she's dealing with her witchcraft that she is now receiving back. And in regards of this man, he will be like literally, these men, I feel like they're gonna punch him out, like literally, literally. So there's some guys here that will get together. He's gonna cry. He's gonna, I don't want to say that, but you know, do doo-doo in his pants. Softly said. Like, he'll doo-doo his pants. They not joking around here. Not joking around. So it's best if they leave you alone. The sooner the better. And if they already did not put two and two together, because I do see a card of miscarriage, like, don't they know already that there's other people who are employed by the government to protect victims already tailing these guys? Like, don't they know that? I mean, it's very clear. It's obvious. Witchcraft doesn't work here. That's clear. Whatever this man's trying to do to you doesn't work. That's clear. Like, I don't understand the mentality of these criminals. What do they really think is going to happen? Every action has a consequences. Yeah, it's no joke. No joke here. They're going to be doo-dooing. Of course, the woman here will probably gonna cry. Oh no, you made a mistake. I don't think so. I don't think so. There is no room for mistakes at this point. There's no room for mistakes at this point. What else? What else? I do see you enter a new society here. Some sort of new friends, new society, new circle of friends. New circle of friends here for you. And by the way, I also see your prayers are heard. So if you're praying, keep praying. Keep praying. God is the source of wisdom and protection. So keep praying. Know that your prayers are heard. Every single thought God receives. So continue doing that, because if not the higher power, this would have not be possible, because these criminals planned it so perfect to a T that only God would have made it right. And that's exactly what he's going to do for you. You will be honored. You will achieve all of your goals. You will succeed. Justice will be served. These people will answer for what they did to you. But in particularly, I do see a male here will be punished the most. The male, okay? Male something here. There's a lot of men I see. And for some reason, they'll either have really short hair or like bald. Which, once again, usually Spetsnaz or military, they cut their hair. Right? They're soldiers. Soldiers or Spetsnaz or whatever. Very rarely they have any hair, I guess, because they portraying me couple bald man with a very short hair. But like I said, nobody's gonna be nice. Nobody's gonna be nice to this community and these people. They've done too much harm to you, to your family, to your reputation, to your life, to your body, to your soul. They're not getting away with it. And of course, let's take a look at a conclusion. Is there's anything else that the universe wants you to know in regards of your situation? Is there anything else? Opal. Joy. Joy. You will be joyful. You will rejoice. You will rejoice in justice in this particular scenario because justice here failed you. Remember, there is a corrupt cop involved with this jealous woman here who had private relationship, perhaps, with somebody she should have not. So joy, you will rejoice. You will regain faith in justice. Joy, be happy, in other words. Be happy. Be happy. And this is your past life. What about your past life? Lapis lazuli. Trust, right? Trust the process. Also, I feel like you've been through this situation, maybe even in the past life. You've been through the same situation before. You won in the past life, and you will win again. This is the same thing, right? The situation most likely to do with your past life. These are your karmics. This is, once again, spiritual awakening, like I already said. This situation was given to you, coming back to this card of Hierophant, as I said earlier. This was your spiritual awakening. You had to remember. You had to remember. You have to learn. All of this experience that you experienced connected to your past life, and in particular to your spiritual awakening. So once again, trust. Trust your intuition. Trust your soul. Trust. I see everything will be fine. Everything. You don't need to worry about nothing. Nothing. It's all done deal. All done deal. No matter what you're going through, everything will be all right. Okay? Clearly, your karmics did not learn the lesson. Not in their past life, not in this time. They will go on another round. Next life will be harder than this one. But you, on another hand, you have learned. You have learned how to trust. I'm not looking exactly what lesson you have drawn from this situation. But somehow I feel that this is spiritual lesson for you to awaken your intuition, to dive in deeper into who you are. All good, right? It's wonderful. It's all lessons in life. No matter what we're going through, it's all lessons. It's just very important to draw important outcomes. That's really what it is. There's not a single situation that you will not bypass. You're too strong to fail. And with that thought, I'm going to end this reading. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you next time. All right. Bye, guys.